and welcome to this dessert edition of Snack Attack. I'm off screen. I'm Miss Caitlin. I'm the teen librarian at Lafayette Public Library, and on screen is my lovely assistant Miss Michelle.
Hello.
Today we're going to make some edible cookie dough. Snack Attack is a program we generally do with teens wherein I teach them how to make something simple that they can eat for themselves at home. So edible cookie dough is right up that alley. This is egg-free, so it's nice and safe to eat. So first things first, we're going to talk about what we're using to make this today. We've got butter, regular sugar, brown sugar, milk, vanilla extract, flour, a little bit of salt,
no salt,
and some chocolate chips. The most important part, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, it would be cookie dough without chips in it.
So first things first, we're going to cream together the butter and both of the sugars. So we're using a half a cup of butter, which is 1 whole stick or 2 half sticks. We have 2 half sticks here. So Miss Michelle's going to put both of those in the bowl.
Tell them how we softened our butter.
We soften the butter so that it's at room temperature. You really need your butter at room temperature to make this work. We heated some water in a mug, and then you empty the water and put it on top of the butter so that it's nice and soft. Now that she's got the butter in there, we're going to put the brown sugar and the regular sugar. So there is a 1/4 cup of regular granulated sugar that she's going to add in there.
Let me mash this a bit. One was softer than the other.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
All right, so our granulated sugar.
A 1/4 cup of regular granulated sugar. That's the regular old white sugar that you have hanging around in the house. Then we're going to do a half a cup of packed brown sugar.
Packed.
So, you measure it nice and sturdy in the bowl. Push it down. You can see she's going to have to use the fork to get it out.
We're just going to break it up.
So like I said, half a cup of that and a 1/4 cup of the regular sugar. She's going to mix them together as best she can.
Mike, if your butter, check your butter before you put it in, because sometimes you might have to re-soften it.
You never bother me, I feel happy and fine, ha-ha! Living in the sunlight, loving in the moonlight, having a wonderful time.
Sometimes things don't bake in a timely manner, or they're harder to mix, or the ingredients are just not quite lining up the way we think they will.
That happens in my kitchen sometimes as well. At home, not even at work. All right, this is a little better. Would you say that's probably...
It's looking pretty good, I think. I think we got all the sugar and butter in there together. You're going to add the vanilla and milk so the liquid will give you a little bit. So we're going to add a teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 tablespoons of milk. So like I said, a teaspoon of vanilla extract. It's a little bit. A little goes a long way with vanilla, and 2 tablespoons of milk. Those are the bigger ones. Yeah, with vanilla extract, a little goes a long way. You really don't want to put extra of that. If you're used to making cookies or things, you know how far a little bit of vanilla extract goes. Mm-hmm. You buy it in a really tiny bottle, to be honest.
About a splash.
So she's going to mix that in with the butter and sugar that we already have in the bowl.
And now it's starting to get a little mixed a little better since I put liquid things in it.
Yeah, this is why you don't want to throw all of the ingredients into the bowl at once, because it makes it really hard to mix things. Mm-hmm. If we were at home, I'd be using a stand mixer, but you guys might not have a mixer. So use your elbow grease like Miss Michelle is here.
And see, look, it looks so much different.
Yeah,
from
it's starting
just the liquid.
Starting to look a little bit like cookie dough, if I do say so, even though it's mostly sugar.
Cookie dough is mostly sugar, right?
All right.
All right, what's our next ingredient, Miss Caitlin?
So we're going to add the flour next. We're not going to dump it all in at the same time. It's a 1.25 cups of flour, so she's going to add a little bit and then stir, and then add a little bit and stir. But it is a 1.25 cups. While we were prepping this to get ready for this, I was putting the flour into that bowl using a 1/4 cup measure, and Miss Michelle came in and I got distracted. I didn't know how many 1/4 cups I had in the bowl, and I had to start over. So make sure you're concentrating a little bit when you're aiming at that.
There can be quite a few distractions at home, so focus when you're measuring.
Yeah, because that is 5 1/4 cup measures worth of flour. I like to get as few utensils dirty as possible when I'm measuring things.
Yeah. Makes life a little easier. Since you have to clean everything after. You don't want to have to clean the whole kitchen.
Yeah. We're using little prep bowls here with things pre-measured in them. You don't necessarily need to do that. You can kind of measure as you go with this. It's not going to spoil. That way you're
to smell like cookie dough.
that way you're using less.
Starting to kind of look a little like cookie dough.
Yeah. So you can keep adding the flour, and then we'll add a little bit of salt. About a 1/4 teaspoon is what we need, but you know, just a pinch will work. We do have the 1/4 teaspoon measure there for you though.
Yes. I'm gonna put a little more flour in, and I'll add my salt to make
1/2 teaspoon, sorry.
Yes, don't put too much salt. You don't want salty cookie dough.
No, but salt is an important ingredient in baking, even though we're not baking it.
We're eating it.
So she's going to add that 1/2 teaspoon of salt.
Let's see if it'll fit. I'm not sure. It does.
If it doesn't fit, maybe pour it over the sink.
Yes. You don't want to put too much salt in your cookie dough. You don't want to pour it over that.
So she's going to keep mixing and adding that last bit of flour. And then we'll get to the fun part.
Eating it.
No, Miss Michelle, we have to add chocolate first, and then we eat it.
Yes. I always get fussed at for eating regular raw cookie dough since it has the eggs in it.
Yeah, and an eggless cookie dough that's edible is good because eggs are where you get your salmonella.
Yes.
You got to cook your eggs before you eat them.
Yes.
So how's it coming? Do we have a lot of flour left?
Yeah, but I think I can finish it.
So one last go with the flour. We are almost there.
You don't want to put too much of the flour in at once because then it gets really tough.
Yeah. I'm excited about the chocolate. I'm sure you guys are too. I have got some mini chocolate chips, but honestly, whatever kind of chocolate you have around the house is great. If you have a candy bar, you can break it into tiny pieces or grate it on a grater. I have mini chocolate chips because I like to put them in waffles or in cookies, but waffles are my favorite thing to put them in. We've got about a 1/2 cup of the mini chocolate chips. They're little. That way you get, you know, more chocolate per bite, and it's better spread out through the cookie dough.
Yes. You want to take a bite and it's just chocolate. That's not what you want.
Yeah, and then
I mean, unless you want to eat chocolate.
this way every bite has a little bit of chocolate in it.
All right, I think I'm going to add our chocolate chips because our flour is almost completely done. So that way I can mix everything good together.
Yeah, it's really looking like cookie dough here.
You can see tiny little chocolate chips.
So that is about a 1/2 cup. Don't get too enthusiastic with the chocolate.
No. Because then your cookie dough won't really stick together if you have too much chocolate in it.
We're not using the oven, and we don't have to cook anything, and we can get to eat the cookie dough right out the bowl.
Right out the bowl. And not have to worry about raw eggs. But it's looking like cookie dough to me.
Yep, I think so. And the only other suggestion I really have is if you're afraid of the raw flour, you can just toast it in the oven at 350 for a couple minutes. It'll kill anything that's really there. But I don't know that that's absolutely necessary. So how's it coming, Miss Michelle?
I think that looks like cookie dough.
Does it?
I think so. My fork's gonna run away. Hold your forks, guys. I'm gonna come show you our egg-free edible cookie dough.
And now I need to know if it tastes like cookie dough.
Well, I need to get a spoon. Let's see, find out.
That's good? All right, and there you have it. Thank you for joining us.